Okay, time for neural tissue. So let's get to it. Here are the standards, objectives, pause, peruse, if you wish. Again, this should look super familiar at this point. It should be imprinted in your brain. We're focusing on the tissue level, and the last tissue that we haven't talked about yet, neural tissue or nervous tissue. Remember, these are the characteristics we talked about before. It includes neurons and neuroglia. The characteristics are for communication. The cells can't divide. There's some limited ability to repair. They're the longest cells in the body, and they conduct electrical impulses with support from those glial cells or neuroglia. So let's move on to the specifics of neural tissue. Neural tissue is nerve tissue, is nervous tissue, so many names, same thing. It's specialized for the conduction of electrical impulses. 98% of our neural tissue is concentrated in the brain and spinal cord, which are control centers for the nervous system. So you can see in this image right here at this bottom one, these are the neurons. So that's a neuron, that's a neuron, that's a neuron, and then you see all these little dots in here. Those are the glial cells. So it contains neurons, those big cells, the stars, the functional unit, and then the neuroglial cells or glial cells. So the neuron or nerve cell. The cell body is called the soma, and it has a big nucleus. The dendrites are the branching projections that receive information. And then the axon is a long part that comes out of the soma, and it carries the impulse to other cells. And it ends at synaptic terminals. Neuroglia, or glial cells, are support cells. They provide physical support. They maintain the chemical composition of tissue fluids. I tell you, it's like the support system. They supply nutrients to neurons. They build myelin sheath. They defend neural tissue from infection. Okay, it is support system so that the neuron can do its job. What are the functional units of the nervous system? Neurons. What are the support cells of neural tissue? Glial cells or neuroglia. And that's it. This is short. We're going to cover this in much greater detail when we do the nervous system, but that's neural tissue for now. And guess what? I hope you learned something new today.